back.
Good morning, we're back. You might not know that we left for a minute because I deleted the other video, but we had a lot of technical issues we had to sort through.
We've been having a lot of technical issues.
Well,
a lot of TIs.
We are not engineers by trade.
We're not?
Nope. And we are learning this
As
ourselves.
we go.
Yes. And it's fun. It's
by
a challenge.
YouTube.
Yeah.
We're YouTubers that YouTube to learn how to YouTube.
Trial by fire. And I wouldn't go through it with anyone other than you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Well, you're my favorite person in the world.
And ditto. Ditto.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Welcome to the Jana and Jason podcast. I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And on this manic Monday, we have had a manic Monday. We must have manifested this, to be honest with you, because we were singing that song this morning. So let's turn it around, shall we?
Turn the thing around. Let me get some action.
Oh, yeah. And if you get action, that means I
That's
get
right.
action.
Hello. Happy Monday. It's going to be a good week.
I love it. Woo! Okay, so this morning we were talking about our bathroom guest book. Yes, we are those people. Many years ago, I bought this bathroom guest book and I put it in our guest bathroom, and over the years, it has filled up. I kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you, until we had a hurricane. And during a hurricane, I don't even remember which one. I was thinking it was Matthew. I know this morning you said Irma.
It was Matthew.
But I really think it was Matthew. We had to hunker down. And we were in this new house and we thought, where is the best place to hunker down? And I thought, well, the guest bathroom has no windows and it's in the middle of the house.
And
Why don't we go there?
And we're not going to get hit by a dryer or washing machine.
Right. There's no appliances that could be flying or glass or anything like that. So we went into the bathroom, and as we sat there, the first 10 minutes, of course, we had some great stimulating conversation, but then you start twiddling your thumbs and looking around.
And it gets hot.
Yeah, it gets hot, and then, you look at the paintings for a while, which we have some nice paintings in there.
I think so.
We have some banana paintings.
Some banana erotica.
Yes, where they are undressing.
It's sensual.
They're peeling. They're actually pieces of fruit that are peeling their outer layers.
And dancing.
And dancing and singing, being very artistic.
Yeah, it's very sensual.
Yes, it is. Very sensual fruit.
It's enjoyable art from a seated position.
Yes,
It's almost like having a bench at the art gallery when you go into our guest bathroom.
Right, and then we also have like a little table in there that I actually mosaicked with pennies. I took pennies and I glued them on one at a time, and then I poured resin over it, and I actually made this table. Now, what people don't realize is this table is actually a candlestick. And then on top of the candlestick, it's actually a cheese platter that I glued onto. Actually, I think I nailed onto it. So I literally made this little table from scratch.
Yes.
So I arted.
You arted all in the bathroom
together.
Or you arted and then drug it into the bathroom.
So after you look at the artwork, and then you look at my little table, and then you admire my towels, which I love the towels that I have in there. And then I have this nice ragged rug. It's like a Raggedy Ann rug.
Yeah, I forget what they call it, but it's, yes.
It's one that
I would say ragged.
In fact,
but that
I think my mom
like
may have made it. It's got like yarn, and you tie knots in it, and it looks very rugged, very... very country chic, almost. Oh. Yes. So anyway, after you get done with all of that, then you go over and you start thinking, let's start reading the guest book.
Let's read the literature in here now that we've taken in the scene.
Right? And now we've had this our entire marriage, we've had this guest book, and over the years it has filled up, and you don't realize all of the guests that have come to your house. So, read a couple of the entries.
All right, let's go. I actually marked this page when we were reading
Warming
through
up.
it because it blew my mind because it's from December 30th of 2015.
And what's it say?
It says, just needed a brief minute to rewipe. Sorry and thank you. And that's from Brent, the piano guy. So I remember having our piano retuned, and
He helped move the piano to this new house.
okay, so maybe that might have been what it was.
And what disturbs me is that he went in there to rewipe, and he's touching the keys of my piano.
Surely
That's-
he washed his hands.
Well, yes, I would hope so, but do you realize that there's a pen in there, and that everybody probably uses that pen when they're sitting in there and writing in our guest book?
It's the duty pen. It's your duty to sign our guest book.
Read another one, because I find these comical. And I know these probably aren't as entertaining to all of you as they are to us, but read another one.
Let's see. Love you, smells so good in here. Mrs. Spurt.
Who?
Spurt. I know who that is. That's a neighbor.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's her nickname is Spurt. Or her husband's nickname is Spurt.
Oh.
He's a blue angel.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Oh, that's funny. Do you think it smells good in our bathroom?
It depends on when you go in, I think. Has Brent been in there rewiping?
Well, when I went through it yesterday, because we just bought a new book. This one is full now. I was reading through the comments. People don't like our toilet paper. They want a clock on the wall. They want a clock on the wall, and they are demanding trivia questions in the bathroom. Now, I don't know how many people have trivia questions. Oh, and the other thing that I noticed is on our toilet, we actually have a twisty flusher, and that confuses people. People want either an up and down flusher.
It's a dial flush. That's like a...
Ours is like almost like a ship.
Yes. That's a ship steering wheel without the outer rim.
Ours is like a ship steering wheel. So if you want to flush the toilet, you have to...
It's a quarter turn.
Yeah, you have to turn the ship.
Well, here's a nice one.
What does that one say?
It says, was treated like royalty, didn't want to leave. Jason and Jana meeting us in the yard was the best part because my father always met me in the yard with so much love. It never gets old. We never could surprise him. Hope to come back soon. And then on the back it says, memorable moment. Everything you have pushed out for your new home is unique. Thank you for welcoming us on such short notice, I think. And then additional comments. So sad our paths didn't come together as much as we would like, but so enormously happy that every time we are together, it's a beautiful memory.
I promise my husband can read.
This is in lady cursive.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Jason? Put the book down because you're not present.
You know what lady cursive
You are not present
means.
right now. What is lady cursive?
So printing is one thing. Lady
because
cursive.
I can't read your writing.
And
I tried to read a dream that you had written out for me for my life coaching certification. I can't read a single sentence of it.
Well, when I'm writing my dreams, if I don't write super quickly and in Jason's shorthand, I'll never remember it all because my dreams are grand and amazing and full of color and energy, and I have to get it out as quickly as possible, so I have to do it in almost like the wind whisperers from the war.
Wind whisperer. Well, what is lady cursive?
Well,
Tell me
lady
that.
cursive and dad cursive is kind of how people sign their names, and it's just like a line, and you have to kind of make out the letters. That it's not third grade or second grade cursive that you learn on the little cards above the chalkboard.
I think lady cursive is what you learn above the chalkboard. And you disagree?
I think your cursive is beautiful, but you took calligraphy and all that other
I think
stuff.
overall, I may go as far to say that females. Oh, I hate to generalize like that. I really do. I hate to generalize, but in my experience, I feel like females have been better handwriters.
I have met some men with impeccable handwriting, but in general, I will give it to you that most women have had by far better handwriting than men. That's my experience.
So
now, I'm not
say lady cursive like that's a bad thing.
Well, lady cursive sometimes gets a little creative. True.
Yes.
So there's different styles when it comes to people's writings, and that was one that had a particular style to it that made the letters
a little loopy,
some of them were pushed together
flowery,
and flat. This one didn't have any of the little daisies on the top of it like some of the things that I've seen, but it was just
lady
the first thing that
cursive.
looked to me was lady cursive, and it was very hard to get some of the words.
And
it's
you knew for sure that was a lady that wrote that.
Yes.
Okay. So do you
well,
think?
It could have
let
been
me ask you this.
Mr. Denise.
Do you think you can tell the gender of someone by looking at their handwriting?
No. Some things I think yes. If it's definitely lady cursive, I can tell it's lady cursive. How about that? I would look at that and I would put a 70% chance that was lady cursive. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like, this is lady cursive.
I've never heard lady cursive.
Have you ever?
Are you making this up?
I just did make it up because that's the first thing that popped in my mind. It's like reading the note from your grandmother, a Christmas card from your grandmother.
Okay.
So everyone should be able to relate to that. You get a Christmas card from your grandmother, and sometimes you have to get your mother to help you read it.
That is true. That is true. But I just always thought that was because grandma was old.
She's just older than your mother. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Especially if it's your birth grandmother.
Hopefully she is.
But that's the thing is, and maybe it is an age thing, but I will say that the person that wrote that has some years under the tires. I smell it too. And it was...
There's something that reeks in our studio right now.
And it's not a burning smell, so we're not cooking anything, but there is a four-legged dog in here that is trying a new dog food this week that we will not mention because they're not sponsors. Yes.
Oh, Tater, you gotta love her. You gotta love her. And just so you know, whenever we smell anything random or anything odd, we always blame it on the dog. So it may not be the dog, but I'm pretty sure this time it is. What are you thinking?
I just know it's coming from your side of the room, and that's where the dog always is. So, and it does smell little doggy. It's doggy smell. And I'm going to generalize that. Kind of like lady cursive. Tater, you feeling all right down there? She won't even look at me, but if you say her name, she's going to pop up like, hey, where are we going? Our dog has FOMO, fear of missing out when it comes to Jana.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Which I kind of do too.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. Well, I am going to end on that note because I've had my good laugh, my little belly laugh, my bust out.
Well, that's the way you should start every Monday, right?
a good bust out on a Monday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will be here again tomorrow at what time, Jason Shelfer?
At 11:50.
At 11:50. Please subscribe to our channel. That way we can go live. We can't go live until we get 1,000 subscribers. So our goal this week is to really increase the subscribers. So share with your friends. Tell everybody. Follow Jana and Jason because they are fun. And we have all kinds of crazy, it really reads.
We're going to get some stick-ups.
We gotta roll. So